No. Yeah, no. Yeah. Like, sometimes I wonder now that I have um, this sort of setup about the comments. Um, like the people that leave just nasty comments, like they do have to subscribe, wait, only to leave nasty comments. Like you have to really be devoted to be a hater. um, mhm. Sorry, guys, you got me mixing my tea. Very devoted. Hello, Yashoda. Super cozy. Yeah. I got Luna here. I got Luna here. I got her to stay. But she's staying because the heater is here. So this is why she's staying. And also because the bed is here. So she was downstairs feeling a bit lost because she was cold. She does have her own bed, like a cat bed, you know, those very mushy things that the cats have. She has of different sizes and colors. Also, my other cat also has their own at my dad's house. There's a sofa, there's different sofas, but no, she wants the bed definitely. So, yeah, she's sleeping. She's like looking at like this because the heater is like in front of her. So this is why she's like, but yeah, like it was super heavy to get it up upstairs, guys. My dad and I, we did a lot of, especially him, because I try to help, but I don't have the strength. It was very complicated to get it through the window, to get it through the door. But we got a rope. We push, we push until we were able to get it like different, with different parts. But it was heavy. No, they don't, Fluffy. They don't. They don't. I had to get her here. Like I had to grab her and get her upstairs. She doesn't. She's scared still. She doesn't know. And it's funny because like in the laundry room, like in the backyard, we do have stairs and they're always in there. But that stair is made of like pieces of wood, so it's easier for them to climb that. In here, I have a stair that is like, I don't know how you call it when it's like twisted. The stair that goes round and round. I have that kind of stairs here because I didn't have enough space to actually put like a regular stairs, with the steps that you have the one that go up, and then you can have like a rest area, and then you climb, you have another set of stairs. I had to get the one that does a lot of, you have to sort of go round and round the stairs, and it's metal. So when they try to step on it, I guess they feel a bit insecure and they get their nails out, and it's slippery for them. Yes, yes, Akira. Here we call it like escaleras de caracol. Spiral stairs, that spiral stairs. Yes, they are. They are cheaper, Samara. They are. I believe it's cheaper because the metal is 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 thin. It's not like a heavy metal. It's made of a thinner. I don't know how you call it in English, but it's not like iron. No, it's a very thin, cheap metal. That's why they do it. They like make it in series and then they sell it. No, the one that I have is metal. The wooden one that I have is in the laundry room, like in the back of the house. But in there we have ceilings on in there, so the cats climb the stairs, but they stay in there because actually it's closed to go to the rooftop. It's closed because like we don't have like a system to open. You know when you live in the like you have a basement and you have like this sort of lid or you have a way to go out that you can like push it and then like close it, push it and close it. No, we have just the part of the ceiling that is removable, that you can push it, but then to close it, it's a lot of work. So since it's not simple, we decided to keep it closed, but the stairs are in there. The wooden stairs. My dad actually made them of wood because since he had always worked like as a constructor worker in construction, he knows how to make them. So he did it like 20 years ago or so. And actually it's made of a very stable wood. So it's, and because we had it like under the, like indoors, is in very well shape. So the cats climb it and they are in there. But in this case that they are outside, they don't know, like they see the height, they see like they look at the windows and they're like, oh my God, I'm actually like on the roof. Like I think that the realization that they are not in the like downstairs is not the same as if they climb it themselves. It's like they find themselves up here and they don't know how to like go downstairs. They don't know how to go down the stairs. It's very funny. But probably it's because it's a spiral, so they don't know, which is funny. It's like I think that is the funniest thing about cats, because my cat, the black cat, she is the wildest of the neighborhood. Like she's able to open windows. Like she, with her force, she's able to, I don't know, crack a hole somewhere and just go where she wants to go. Now to climb a simple stair, she cannot. So I don't know what's going on with my cats. Maybe they're broken. But I'm like, they jumped from building to building or from houses to other roof, and they cannot climb a simple ladder. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Hello. Poor babies don't laugh. Yeah, it's a metal. Yeah. I think that they are a bit distrustful of the metal. They are like, because unconsciously they get their nails out like this. And also the where you put your feet, where you step on, is very thin. It's not like a whole step. So, but I don't know. I think that they, as soon as they realize that I'm here, in the case of Luna, I try to leave her downstairs. But since she knows that I'm here, she can hear me that I'm here. She was meowing, 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 like she wanted me to get her here. So this is why I got her, because I was like, okay, I'm going to be talking to you guys, and then, um, um, she's going to start meowing like downstairs, and but yeah, now she's sleeping. She's sleeping. She's asleep. Yeah, whatever her bed is, the bed and the heater is like you. She's and I already got her food also. I also have to remind myself to get the thing the letterbox where she does her things. I have to get her bathroom. I have to get the bathroom. Thank you, Mariana. Thank you. Yeah, is actually I will have next week. I will go and do. I will do a bit of. I don't know how to say it in English, but I will straighten a bit because I will do the treatment of straightening a bit because it's since it's short, it's crazy. It's crazy. But if you see, I was noticing, I don't know if it's this, I was noticing that there's some waves. I'm sort of recovering my waves. See? I'm sort of recovering. I don't know if you can see. I'm recovering the waves a bit. But yeah, no, it like when I wake up it's like this, guys. It's not cute really because it's very short. But I was noticing, but I will have to actually get it more straight because I have a lot. And since it's short, it gets. Mm. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, it's like final season. Yeah, my cousin is also going through this, and she's like, uh, I was supposed to visit her, and she was like, "Oh, I'm studying. I don't know if we can meet." So, yeah, everyone is freaking out. Mm. Yeah, people are stressed about. But you will soon have like a winter break, right, Mariana? When is it, the winter break for college people? Next week. Only 4 days? I believe it's 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Oh, you have 4 days. Oh, wow. Hello, Noel. Yeah, for me it is. Yeah, for me it is. Mm. Ya es una publicidad, no sé si lo hacemos. Sí, sí, creo que sí. Sí. Oh, medicina. You got this. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Mariana, I trust you. I trust you, but it's a tough career, and it's a long one. Like actually, people that they just do it, but it's because it's their calling. It's what they want to do, and if you have the time and the possibility to do it, please. Yeah. But yeah, it's a very demanding career. All the people that I know that studied medicine, like to become a doctor, they need a lot of love and patience through a lot of years, because it's all practice. It's a lot of information to study. For me, like the career of to become a doctor, is there's so much to learn. There's so much. The parts of the body. I remember when I started when I studied counseling, we had a part that it was like, yeah, it was about biology, and we had the parts of the brain, and even though we only seen that part, like of biology of the brain, that subject, it was so challenging for me, because I can memorize things, but I also have to. I get very nervous when I have a thing with words. For me, it's very necessary. I'm a sort of like orthography freak. Like, and there's some terms in, like, in medicine, or like in the healthcare system, that there are words that are super complex, are very long, and for me, if I made a mistake in spelling it, or if I didn't remember a phrase, or I would get stuck because my memory wouldn't work. I just felt very frustrated, because I wanted to get it right. I wanted to get the right like the right concept. I wanted to write it okay, and I wanted to be able to express it and speak about it, like with a lot of more fluent, like it's feeling like I was fluent. But sometimes, because of nervousness, I would forget, and I would just punish myself so much. I would be like so frustrated, because I get nervous. I get like, I cannot believe that I knew the word. Why am I not remembering what it's like right now? I get so sensitive about those things. And for me, it's really hard to forget myself. Not to forget, sorry, to forgive myself. It's really hard for me to forgive myself. Maybe I think that it has to do with that I have like Venus and Mars in the third house, and I believe I have Chiron. Also, I have Chiron in Gemini, so and I have Mercury. I have a Mercury in the 12th house, so I'm going to my speech. Sometimes it does look confusing, or if I don't give it a certain structure, I can lose my train of thought. But at the same time, I think that those things, you can train those things. You can train. This is why sometimes I'm a bit against certain like certain like characteristics of certain Mercuries, because especially Mercury in the 12th house, like they get a lot of bad reputation, and well, anything Pisces related probably. Um, but I think that, yeah, you can be a bit clumsy with knowledge, or maybe there's some people that just don't understand you. But I believe that you can train that you can be like, admit, like, okay, I messed up in my communication here, I didn't express myself properly, so I can change that. Um, for me, like the other day, I believe we were talking about this. For me, as a Mercury in Capricorn, what I learned is that I need to take my time when I'm expressing an idea. I tend to talk very fast. I don't know if in English you notice, guys, but in Spanish I tend to talk very fast. Like I don't think. I just when I want to say something, I say it. Um, and or maybe my brain just gets very fast, and I'm like, I have to say it, or I know the answer, I have to say it. And sometimes the words come out very weird, like, what are you saying? Or it sounds like I'm in a rush. So, but I learned that with my Mercury in Capricorn, I need to take my time to express myself. Like, no one is like pushing me to say things in a faster pace. Like, I can regulate myself. I can be like, breathe, take your time. If the person is interested in listening what you have to say, you don't have to rush. You don't have to rush yourself. You don't have to get anxious. But yeah, it takes a lot of, like, get to know yourself a lot. Um, it's a whole process of you knowing yourself, and you knowing probably what triggers your need to speak before time sometimes. I had that when I was young also. Mm-hmm. Mm. Definitely you can train it, but it's so easy to fall on bad habits. We are one or the other. I don't know if we just tend to also have similar. I'm not the only one. I see that in public speaking, they teach you how to speak slowly. Yeah, I don't know. I think I had I had a class that I believe that, I don't know if it's in English. In Spanish, it's called oratoria. I don't know if it's the same in English. If there's a word like it's like oratory, but there's a class that is like oratoria. It's called in Spanish, and it's these people. This it's the light again. But you can see me. Um, you have these sort of coaches that they teach you to I wouldn't say like it is to talk, but probably is your body language also, the way you stand in front of people, because there's people that they do have like a lot of fear of being in front of a large audience, so they don't know, probably they don't know, their posture is a bit awkward, or they don't know how to manage themselves, what to do with their hands, they don't know, like this. Oratory. I'm looking at this like this because I have the iPad. I have it like sort of standing so it covers the light. So because see, if I say, but it's so weird because the tiny letters are in here. How to speak properly. So, did you guys watch my reading for the cast of Possessed Love? I know not a lot of you are watching it, but you did. Yeah, I know people wanted me to pull cards for different pairs and being like, oh, are they going to end up together? Is this couple going to end up together? But for me, it's a waste. Like, to do those sort of premonitions is a waste of time. Because I could be like, yeah, these two could end up together, and then maybe the script says something else. um, let's see. This ring light, I'm happy that this happens while I'm with you guys, so you don't think that I'm crazy that this thing has a timer. And that it turns off. Is it the reality show with tarot readers? Yeah, but there's only 2 tarot readers. You have shamans. I believe that there's more shamans and Sahu readers. No, it's like, it's free shamans, free Sahu readers. Is it free? Yeah, free, and then 2 tarot readers. Hey, Nina. Tarot masters. Yeah, exactly. Let's speak with property. Tarot. The tarot masters. But I don't know. I haven't watched the 3rd episode. I'm going to watch it either tonight or I'm going to watch it tomorrow, because I tried to watch it like last week. I tried to watch it on Wednesdays, and I believe that the English subtitles, they didn't make any sense. So I was like, no, I have to wait another day. Like, it premieres every Tuesday, but and I don't know, guys. I saw a clip, and I believe that one of the members is leaving already. The one that cried. Jewa. I saw a small clip. I hope he doesn't leave for good, but I don't know. Is that, I have to watch the whole episode to know what happened. But that man is not okay. I don't know if he was rejected, if he felt the pressure. I honestly think, and this is from my perspective as a viewer, not as a tarot reader, but I think that this group of people, they don't like each other. Like, they are not attracted to each other. I think that they were, and this can happen as well in a dating show, I believe. You know, when you are in this, when they are meeting each other and they are in this room together for the first time, and they are taking each other out, and they are looking at each other and seeing the possibilities and being like, you could be my person. Yeah, I kind of find you interesting. Yeah, like, I think I like someone of them. But then maybe that person likes someone else, so you are left that, no, that person is not a possibility, so you have to choose someone else. But you are like, I don't want to choose someone else. I don't like anyone here but this person. So I think that maybe that's what creates a feeling of like feeling powerless, feeling a bit impotent, like I don't like anyone here, or I don't connect with anyone except this person. So if it's not this person, I don't want anyone else. Something like this. Also, they are not, for example, the men, they are not that seductive. Like they don't, the girls are funny, but they don't make an attempt to get to know. And also, I noticed that they only have like a week, only a week, and you can have, and I think that their premonitions or whatever, they decided that it was like what they were having this divination for. I think that is getting in the way of actually meeting someone spontaneously. And this I did get in my reading. I did get in my reading, not for all of them, but I think that they are more focused on getting it right, getting the premonition right, and being like, oh, I know this person is the person that I choose from the beginning, and I know that my what I saw is going to come true, and what I saw is going to be like this. That they get frustrated when they see that there's obstacles in the way or there's miscommunication. Like, this is why I think that to be able to be like, oh, this is the person that I'm going to end up with, is a question that is too wide. It's too expansive for a dating show, because yeah, you can be like, this is going to be the person I will be most compatible with, but that doesn't mean that that person is going to choose you, or you're going to end up with that person. So I think that the question should have been formulated differently, because someone is going to lose, someone is going to go home without a person. Oh, hey Hope, episode 3. I have not seen a man cry up to episode 2, or have I? No, they Hope, they show the preview of at the end of the episode 2 in the preview. Did you notice that they showed a small clip of Jewon crying? Well, in episode 3, you can see actually like what happened. But I seen small clips of it. I didn't see I actually still haven't watched. I'm waiting till tonight to watch the episode with more trustworthy. Well, being in a reality show itself kind of prevent a lot of spontaneity in the first place. But surely the predictions won't help at all. Oh, Kirsten Bones. Did you get the anatomy coloring book? Some people find that helpful. Or flashcards. And they are supposed to get attracted. Here you have people flirting in MasterChef. MasterChef. Vanessa Joey from Acapulco Shore made it for another week on MasterChef. I want to cry. No, I tend to. That's okay. That's okay. Do you see Luna? Hope? She's over there. Okay, Fluffy, I believe you were asking, Fluffy, who I have on my list. For today, I have Exokai, Exovekion, Shiny Mino, Hoshi of 17, 80s Juno, TXE Bengyu, Wavy 10, Chae Wu, and Itzy Runjin. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to use 2 oracles and some tarot cards to see. The dynamic of today is what they would not find attractive in someone. This, I said that this is the dark mirror oracle, because I was like, is this the dark mansion? The other day I was like, is this the dark mansion tarot? No, it's the dark mirror. After you said Cap girls make a presence in reality, I also realized there's a lot of Virgo women in the reality shows. The Earth girlies running reality shows. Yeah, yeah. The Taurus women as well. Taurus women are also very popular, especially because of their style. Maybe they are like, it's not personality-wise, but they are. Remember this girl of Singles Inferno, the season 1? What was her name? I don't remember her name. The one that then was cancelled because apparently she was wearing fake brand things. Gia? Was it Gia? I believe it was Gia. She's a Taurus. So yeah, usually in reality shows, yeah, a lot of earth signs. Earth signs. I mean, they get the brand deals and I don't know, they just remain in there. Like people keep talking about them. I don't remember either, but I remember her getting cancelled for that. Yeah, I remember her, and they did her so dirty for no reason. Yeah, I agree, Samara. It was like a public humiliation, but why? Like now, if you say that they put some money, the brands put some money to be there, to be like. The girl is trying to make it. Like, she can wear what she wants, fake or not. But also, it was so like she really was on her way to becoming like to getting a lot of deals, and they cut her career in 2 seconds. They were like, no. Yeah, yeah, I know. It's so lame. It's so lame. It's so childish. It's so childish. Because I don't know, maybe international audience we don't care about. Like if you say Chanel, I believe you. I don't care. I'm not going to buy it. So I don't know if maybe people from Asia, they it's like they see it and they buy it. For me, it's like no, you can have it. Like I don't like it. It's good for you that you have it. That you have a fancy bag, or that you have so many bags. I don't want any of you. Don't. She was really about to be that generation's it girl. Yeah, and no one has done it like her. No one has done it like her. The other girls, they try to have their Gia moments, but no one does it like her. No one played the way she played. The way she played those men. And I think that this is why some women in reality show, they get so popular afterwards, because it's like the way you see them either embarrass themselves through the episodes or just winning them all, playing with people, just being very strategic but also charismatic. It's not the one, like you can feel a connection with the one contestant that you're like, oh, she reminds me of me, or oh, she looks like one of the girls. But when it comes to popularity, there's like the smart one, like the one that, that takes advantage of others, or that has some like some it takes advantage, like like they know how to play the game, and this is why it keeps us interested. um, I remember the other day I was mentioning Laguna Beach. In Laguna Beach, the first season, it was is it like, yeah, from Laguna Beach we got Kristen Cavallari until this day. Like, yeah, you had the other girl, Lauren, but Kristen was the girl in that. Like, I used to look up so much to her in watching those things on MTV, because she really, like, not only she had the attention and the love of this very sweet guy, Steve, what's his name? Steve, the handsome guy. But also when it comes to relationship, she was on top. She wasn't chasing the guys. The guys were chasing her. So there was like this very dominating behavior coming from a 17-year-old or a 16-year-old. So us that we were watching, that we were also teenagers, we were like, oh, because you didn't see her crying for a guy on camera. So it's like, respect. Then we can talk about, like, yeah, maybe she wasn't that nice, she was a bit mean, she was cold, she actually wasn't that, like, the person that you would be, oh, I want her to be my friend. No, I wouldn't be a friend of someone like her. But I must admit that she had some iconic moments, and you definitely knew who she was. You remember her for how she appeared in that reality. And an Aquarius girl who humbled them all. There was a reality called Enamorándonos. I hope you never knew about it. It's so embarrassing. And it was full of Virgos. Oh no. Virgos falling for each other? Oh no. I mean, I've seen couples of two Virgos. I've seen it. They actually work. They work. Also, Virgo and Sagittarius is very. I've seen marriages of Virgo women and Sagittarius men. They were not. They weren't talking about. I just love my conversations with my Virgo friends. because it's like we look at each other and we know that we are thinking about something, that we seen or notice something, and we just don't approve. But we look at each other and we like, did you notice? Yeah, I did notice. Oh, and we bond through that disapproval that we have of certain people and what they do. Oh, so judgmental, guys. You shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be like that. But yeah, we do have that thing. When we look at each other, we're like, you're thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. It was dramatic, messy, embarrassing. It wasn't about Zodiac like 12 Corazones, but they celebrated the birthdays there, and a lot of them had late August, early September. 12 Corazones is a dating show that it was airing in Argentina I believe it was in 1999 or it was in the 2000s, the beginning. And it's like 12 Corazones is like 12 hearts in English, 12 hearts. So it's like you have 12 females, 12 males, one of each zodiac sign. So then they would start talking or sharing, and it was a funny setting because they were like the 12 guys and the 12 women, they were seated in front of each other. So it was awkward, but sometimes at the end of the day, couples would leave the show. Like actually they would choose each other. They would you would have to match, sort of like it's like the very fresh and very early Tinder. Like you will have to be chosen by the person that you choose. I don't remember much, but I know that it was so fun to see who would lead the show together. Like it was about astrology, so it was good. Yeah, and it was called like 12 Hertz. I don't know because, I'm from Argentina, so I don't know if maybe this format was copied of someone else. So I say that I saw it in my country, but I don't know, like on the TV, but I don't know if it's Argentinian made. Maybe it was like, sometimes other countries copy others. So I don't know. Maybe it was a format that. An astrology show. Yes, yes, and it was very like a long time ago. This is why I was when Akira mentioned it. I remember it all of a sudden. We used to watch it. We used to watch it with my mom. I believe they would air it like a 3 p.m. 3 in the afternoon, and you would be watching like, especially when I would come back from the school, and then after having lunch and everything, we would sit and watch. But yeah, there was an astrologer as well. There was an astrologer in there that every time there was like a match, she would give them advices, or she would talk about their characteristics, but also I don't know if she read their birth charts. I don't think so, but she did mention something about the signs, the sun signs, and she was super cool. I remember that astrologer was a Pisces. She was a very cool woman. Like for me, she was one of the first famous astrologers I seen on TV. That actually she was very nice. In Enamorados, they even got married, but the matches were faked and scripted. It was just another reality for fame. Yeah, but they got legally married because there is illegal to fake marriages. But the couples all were fake, so they got divorced like 2 months later. Former participants confessed it. In that shows, Fluffy, no, I don't remember which signs paired because, like, actually, it lasted like an hour, and at the end, you would see maybe like one, two people, two pairs going home together, two or three. I don't remember exactly, but I believe it was, wasn't it weekly? Like it was like a whole week, I believe. Akira, do you remember the format of the show? It aired like from Monday to Friday. It was a live show, and it was from Mondays to Friday, wasn't it? No, 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 no. This one is the whole zodiac. 12 male, 12 females, all the zodiacs. Aries to Pisces. Men, Aries to Pisces women. No, no, no. The one that Akira says, enamorándonos, I don't know. I don't remember that one. But yeah, that's the thing that I'm thinking like about this shaman, this Korean dating show about fortune tellers, like they say. For me, it's like I don't know. I also have my suspicion because I think that because I've seen it with Singles Inferno, and probably there's another dating shows that I haven't watched. But I think that probably the people in the show are there to promote themselves, to become famous themselves. Not so much about like, okay, I want to find the one. Because there's no connection. There's no connection. It's just that I think that from the cards that I pull for them, some of them have like real issues when it comes to relationships. So even if they leave the show with someone, I don't see it lasting. I don't see it lasting. At least this is what the cards are saying. Like I think that and this contestant that I said that is supposed to be leaving the show because he was super emotional. I don't know what happened, but he just felt unwell. And actually, like when I pulled cards for him, I got that he was feeling very sad. Like I got the Two of Pentacles and I got the Five of Pentacles. So definitely this man, despite him actually being one of the most populars because he actually is very good looking, I believe he is also an actor. So, but also from the cards that I got, it seemed like the man is not that confident. And like I said, probably he felt like he didn't connect with anyone. Maybe he thought that the experience was going to be different. Maybe he also has a type of person that he likes. And none of these women are it. Honestly, like I said, for me, some of them don't have the personality trait that I would be like, okay, like I find you cute or I find you attractive. I think that they are forcing a bit the things. They are forcing the dynamic. And the ones that are spending more time together is because they are from the same they are from the same line of work. Like the shamans, with the shamans, they go and hang out and talk among themselves because of they want to talk with someone that is a colleague. The tarot readers, they are stuck together from day one because they are called the same and they are both tarot readers and they are both compulsively pulling cards. The Sahu readers, I believe, are the most like they because they cannot use Sahu while they are in there. The other ones have their tools, but the Sahu readers cannot do the Sahu because if you do, then you would find out who is who. So that's why I feel like probably the Sahu readers are the ones that they are a bit like loners in there. Like they probably feel like they don't belong because it's like, yeah, they're trying to understand other people's different divination techniques. But when it comes to their knowledge, it's very individual. Like, it's the same as an astrologer. The astrologer, you have different kinds of astrology, different methods to read a chart, but also it's something that you study on your own. So even though we can be talking about signs, like, maybe that person that knows astrology, they study it differently than you. So it's a very also individualistic kind of practice, the Sahu reader, I believe. So yeah, for me, I don't see romantic vibes out of the show. But yeah. Oh, I met someone who was in a French reality show. He said it was all scripted. Yeah, because they would know characters in their name, right? For Sahu. I don't know. I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, I'm going to search for it. The Enamorados cast. Okay, guys, I'm going to start because it's late and I'm, in my hands, I already getting cold. So yeah, let's start. I'm going to start with Exokai. What he does not find attractive. I would say he does not find attractive someone that is not loyal. This is a card from another oracle that I don't remember. I believe it's called the oracle. This oracle is called Heal Yourself. But yeah, it's very old. I haven't used it for a while, so I added it here. Yeah. We have for Kai. We start with the King of Pentacles. We have the Tower, and we have the King of Cups. So. And from the oracles, we have the card of courage. And we also have the card of alone in the world. Alone in the world. And for this, for alone in the world, I'm going to read you the phrase. Alone in the world, it says, in solitude I stand. In solitude I may shine. So, I think that for first of all, I don't know why I get the vibe that he doesn't like infidelity. I don't know why. I see these two men and a tower in the middle. So there's something about him probably not liking someone that gets in the middle of a friendship. There's something about like, like yeah, but for him maybe he went through this, so he's like, this is, but yeah, it's like, it's very strong in here. It's very strong. Like, sort of like a message would be like, don't mess with my friends. Something like this. Don't mess with my friends. So, so yeah, it feels like his energy is like, don't get in the middle of me and my friends. And also, I get very someone that is very individualistic. Probably he doesn't like the card that he has, like alone in the world. Probably he learned his lesson. And also we have the card of courage. So first of all, with the card of courage, maybe he finds attractive a damsel in distress. So when we have the card of courage, maybe it's someone that they can sort of, or they claim that they can protect themselves and that they can be fine by themselves. And he's like, wow, but then what about me? You know, I'm the man in the relationship, so I'm supposed to protect you. Like, if I'm not protecting you, then what is my role in this? Like, what is my purpose? Like, let me protect you. So I don't know what I want to get rid of the here. I want to get rid of the light. So I don't know why I get that this is a very toxic masculinity trait, because I see all these men in here. So I'm like, it's not so much about infidelity. I think that it has to do with jealousy. Is jealousy the thing that I'm getting? It's like, it's a bit like why it's not about like, oh, you're going to cheat on me. It's more like he's thinking that maybe men, like, it's the women that go after the men, you know, that is not the other way. Like, he's sort of defending his masculinity and his group of men, people, or friends, his male friends. He probably is someone that he has like a strong, like, loyalty to his friends and the group. But yeah, also like Alone in the World, it talks about someone that is very independent. That literally they probably went through a process in their lives where they had to adapt to be their own savior or to be their own person and to just put themselves as a priority. So probably they are like the loners, or they are someone that is like, oh yeah, you know, I think I care about me first. You know, someone that is like, I put myself as a priority. Like, and him be like, oh, but don't you think about your friends? You know, what will your friends say about it? And this person be like, yeah, like they're actually not my friends. Like, I actually just care about myself. Like, I don't care about others. Because this person probably was raised or was left alone from a very young age, so they are sort of used to being alone and not having people to rely on. So they had to build themselves. And for him, it's like, oh, but you know, you need your people, you need to have your community, you need to trust others, you need to be there for others as well. And this person be like, no, you know, I only trust myself. Like, I'm the only person that is important is me. So yeah, probably someone that is, it's not about being egotistic or self-centered. It's more about this person just always having to rely on themselves, and maybe they didn't have the time to make a stable, or to belong to communities, or to have a stable connections with people that lasted. They were always left alone. So this person had to adjust to not expect anything from others. It's like, I will handle things on my own. I will do things on my own. I will not belong to a community or to a group of people because I trust myself first, or I put myself as a priority, because back then I didn't have anyone that would help me. Any group, any community, I was just left alone to my luck. Even I would say this person could be an only child as well. Someone that doesn't have like family experiences, of experiencing coming from a large family, so it makes sense that this person could be individualistic, could be someone that is like, yeah, no, I only care what about me and what is good for me, and that's it. So yeah, and but this also with the kind of courage, this person is intimidating, I would say, of how assertive they are. And for him, probably um, he prefers to be needed. There's something about him being like, let me do my role. I don't like it when you do everything yourself. Like, let me also, like, I'm the man in the relationship. Like, let me help you, let me assist you. And this person being like, oh no, I just went ahead and did it because I can do it. Like, I'm not afraid. Like, I'm okay. I can do this. And he be like, oh, wow. So you don't need me. So so he feels a bit like weird about it. He's like, like, not at first he can be like, oh, this person is so resilient, they went through a lot and they are so independent. But then he could be like, that's not attractive. Someone that doesn't trust others, or someone that doesn't rely on others, like someone that doesn't belong to a community. I think that probably for Kai is like he is interested to know about your family, what is your relationship with your family, like if you have brothers or if you have sisters, and if you have like nieces and nephews, he wants to know about all that. So if you're like, oh no, I actually have no contact with my family, it's just me, and him feeling like that, it's so, is not, is sad. It's like, wow, really, you don't have anyone, like, really, like. And probably this person is too self-efficient, so he feels like he's not needed. He feels like, okay, what am I doing with you if you all of a sudden everything, you are this superwoman, so okay, what am I here for? Okay, I'm going to continue with Beckham. Yeah, I think that he would be like, wow, you're so cold. You don't miss anyone of your people? Like, like, really? You don't have a sense of belonging somewhere? Maybe at first he finds it attractive, but then he's like, oh, so you only think about yourself. So I guess I'm also not, you don't think about me neither. So, Beckham. I believe Beckham doesn't want to date a celebrity anymore. He wants a regular person because he had the star card. Okay. For Beckham, we have the star card, we have again the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So yeah, probably he gets offended very fast. Then from the other oracle, we have the cards of pay attention to the signs, and then we have the card of calling the storm. So yeah, he doesn't like a very opinionated partner. I can see it I already seen this Queen of Swords, and I was like, you don't like it when they get like very, like, I think that he can be very understanding at first, but then he's like, can you shut up? Like, especially because it seems very dramatic, and it can get a very nasty conversation, I would say. So he's like, at first he's like, oh, she's so honest, and then he's like, I don't want to listen to you anymore. Like, I'm tired. Like, can we be quiet? Yeah, calling the storm. It says, power comes not from the inside, but from connection and integration to a greater whole. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. I think that this person could sort of annoy someone like Baekhyun. Probably this person just being very honest and very transparent with him is like it can give room to a lot of arguments. I think that the more honest the woman is, the most aggressive she gets with communication. And I see him very sensitive also. You know, him being this king of cups, he probably prefers a woman that is a bit much more understanding. It's like he probably is someone that he's very understanding. Like, definitely he loves his partner, like, ability to communicate. But when those words hurt so much, or when the person is just all the time wanting to start an argument with him, he feels like, I don't feel very comfortable. I think I have to get out of here. I think I have to get out. I don't read it. Who don't like an opinionated partner? Yeah, probably he attracts also women with a lot of personality, because the queen is very strong here. So definitely he feels attraction for maybe women in power. He's also a moon in Gemini, so probably, for him, a person that says a lot, or that is so sure about the way they see things and they express themselves very openly. It's like someone that communicates, not someone that is shy and doesn't talk. But I think that he's like, when we start to have our disagreements, this person disrespects me a lot. Actually, this person can cut with words. She's too unpleasant. She's too unpleasant. Like, she is too hurtful. She says very awful things. So for him, it's like, this is aggression as well. Sometimes, aggression is not just physical. It can be verbally. And people sometimes, especially couples, when they start arguing, they can get to a level of a lot of, messages, and just like a lot of aggression in communication. So for him, it's like, I'm thinking that now probably when I was younger, I would have endured it. Now I don't. And also, and here it says pay attention to the signs. And I think that honestly, it has to do with that actually the way this person can actually get very aggressive in their speech, or the way this person can flip. Like there's something about this person flip in their personality. Like they start to get very aggressive and they start saying some things that you're like, wow, like, is this really how you feel? Is this really how you think about this situation? And for him, it's like the red flag. This is why the cards is like, pay attention to the signs. He probably in past connections, he was like, okay, yeah, I will just, I noticed she got a bit angry and I noticed that she said some things, and probably because I love her, I didn't say anything and I just let it pass. But now, because he's older, he pays attention to how the people talk to him. And also, I think that it also has to do with these people that they get very combative and they get very, like, they send you a lot of text messages, they send you like thousands of emails, you know, just to keep the argument, you know, just to keep arguing. This is a very aggressive person. And I think that if we see Baekhyun and his own reality, and dealing with sasangs, you know, dealing with obsessive people, that probably they also send him text. They also say very mean things to him. They also probably send messages that are full of hate and that are full of aggression. I think that it makes sense why he probably would prefer someone that is a bit much more gentle and careful with the way they communicate. Even you can have like a different opinion and you can have like a disagreement with your partner and be like, yeah, I don't agree with what you're saying, or I think that what you did is not wrong. Like it's wrong and I didn't like it. But when the communication escalates and you start calling each other's names and you start like you know, like just, especially, I don't know, people probably that get drunk, and then when they get drunk, they start like calling you to tell you a lot of things that they didn't have the courage to tell you to your face. Like, I think that he's like, you know, when this person starts to go crazy with the communication, I don't like it. I don't like it. I see the signs and I don't like it. And also, calling the storm. See, this is also, they say that this image is also a shaman. Calling the storm is someone that brings the drama. So I think that this is someone that can get very aggressive, and they can be like coming from a place of like, oh, I'm only speaking the truth, or I'm always telling the truth. This is why, you know, I'm someone that I'm always honest. But behind that honesty, you are also hurting the other person. So I think that this is someone that has a very nasty temper. A very nasty temper. And I think that there's something about Baekhyun being like, seeing the red flags, seeing the red flags, seeing the red flags, obviously, seeing the red flags. Like calling the storm is someone that definitely knows that this is just the beginning. This is someone that probably is like this, and then it gets, oh, I put it away. And then it gets worse. Mm. 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 She would like someone chill and peaceful, even if it's stubborn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think that actually for me it's also, like personally, for me it's also a turn off someone that is verbally abusive. Like that's not, you know, it's not to be like, oh, if I met someone like this or if I didn't meet someone like this. I think that for me, someone that starts yelling and just start an argument and just speaks very negatively is like, I don't like this person. For me, like at least this is what I see. It's like I don't find that attractive. It's like I can listen to you and be like, oh, it's interesting that you're telling the truth or your truth, but true, humans don't like to be shown our shadow sides. Many times that we dislike in others, we are afraid to confront ourselves. Why would he be a hypocrite? I mean, we don't know the guy. Like, I don't think he's a hypocrite. I think that probably there's I don't know. There's something about communication that he just doesn't like. Um, but yeah, I don't know. But the real story, like he doesn't like someone opinionated. Yeah, because probably he had a bad experience. And I think that this is not someone, I think that this is not about a specific someone. I think that it has to do with, again, the ring, it has to do, again, with his experiences with people being aggressive towards him. Like, you have no idea what Beckion went through when it comes to all the hate that he got from people that supposedly that they love him, but they also deliver this very aggressive message towards him that he feels like, okay, what I don't find attractive is when someone steps on my boundaries, and because they say that they love me, they start telling me how to live my life, or they start calling me names. Something like this. Yeah, you can have light-hearted arguments, but not abuse. Like abuse, like definitely. Yeah, and also the Queen of Swords for me is someone that thinks that they think that they're right. They have this energy of like what I say is the truth, and and if you don't see it like that, you are wrong. So there's something like he sees it like a red flag. He sees it like I don't like this person. Like like I don't like it. I don't, and probably he also doesn't like loud women, like women that are loud, like that are too so like. Probably gives him a headache. Yeah, I think that he just doesn't like someone that is so strong with words. He's like, whoa, wait a minute. Like I don't want to be talked like this. Okay. Okay. I'm going to continue with shiny minnow. Minnow is so emotional. He's so emotional. He's so emotional. Mm. Mm-hmm. Okay. For shiny minnow, we have the Seven of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. And from the Oracle, we have how teachable, I guess the word is teachable. Teachable, and black flower fragrance. So I think that what he doesn't, oh wait, here. I think that he's afraid of opening up, or this person leading him on, and him getting very emotionally attached, and then this person like sort of walking away from him. He fears, definitely he fears someone that is sort of enabling him, like, oh, we are dating, or we like each other, and then this person disappears, and he is like, he's left like with all these emotions. It says, the card of black flower fragrance, it says, hiding is keeping things inside. Ah, no, not this. Sorry, 16, here. The world is unfair. Oh, in here it says the F word, guys. So, yeah, it's F of dear world, F you. So, yeah, it's actually very... Oh, the world is unfair. Okay. This talks actually about going dark. You know, the meaning here it says going dark. Like actually, like love is not that. This is why this oracle is so, like, is so dark, because actually this is very dark. But definitely it says that love is not beautiful, that love can be ugly as well. Love can be ugly, and probably this person is also a bit negative or a bit pessimist about connections. So maybe he's like, no, but love is beautiful. Love is an opportunity for us to connect and to find each other. And actually this person being like, no, love is pain, love is ugly, like love has ugly parts, you know, and then just like, and I think that is very interesting because he also got the card of how teachable, like how teachable are you in a sense of absorbing information or new knowledge. So I can sort of see his Sagittarius self being like, let me show you, let me help you change your mind, or let me like help you see another side. Like, I think that you are very negative. Like, let me help you change your mind. Let me teach you something about love. Sort of him being like a preacher of the love, because he definitely is looking for love. But what he doesn't like is someone that is running away from love, because he's super open. So he's like, but I am so open and I am so honest about my feelings for you. And somehow you are running away. You are hiding behind the swords. You are hiding behind the, like, the, you're hiding behind the, all these reasons why you don't want to stay or why you want to abandon this. And since he's so deep inside the connection, or maybe he likes the person very much, he's like, I don't understand, like, why you cannot see that there's potential. Why you are so negative? Like, why can't you see that actually, like, yeah, I'm not going to hurt you. Like, this is, like, actually, love is a beautiful experience. Like, how come you cannot open up? You cannot see the potential of me loving you. Um, but yeah, I think that also it shows that could be a person that is not that open to learn something new about relationships. Probably this is someone that already was hurt in the past, so they have a very pessimistic view of relationships. So probably this person doesn't trust others, or maybe when they say yes to being with him or to accept a date with him, they also run away. So there's something about this person not sabotaging the connection and not being honest with him. And I think that this is what he doesn't find attractive. There's something about like him thinking like this person is a coward in love. You know, that they hide behind the reasons why, oh, this is not going to work, you know. So yeah, so I think that this person is like it's like super negative. It's like super negative, and he's in here just trying to share the love and being so open and optimistic about relationships, and this person is like too in the dark to actually see that there's potential in love, and that actually love can teach you a lot of things. Like an intimate connection with the right person can teach you a lot of things. And also I think that this has to do with him being like, you know, I'm not like the others. I know if you had like a not so healthy experience in the past, I'm not like the others. Let me teach you that I'm not like the other people that you met, or that sort of push you to this place of not being able to see the beauty of love. But at the same time, this person is not being like, it's not opening up to learn. So yeah. So it's very sad, but I think that he's like, you know, I'm sort of willing to open up, but I guess you don't believe in love. So if you don't believe in love, and if you are not open, there's nothing I can do. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I don't like it. Probably he doesn't like that also people that are just too pessimist. There's something about pessimism and just being very dark and maybe caught up in past, in traumatic experiences from the past, and then putting everyone like on the same level, so it's not. I feel like these men dislike the shadow side of their moon side. And in Minos' case, even possibly he's a Scorpio Venus. Yeah. 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 You're right about that. Moon and Venus for men. Yeah, it feels like he's so open. Like he's so open, but maybe he attracts these people that are not healing in that. Okay, I'm going to continue with Hoshi of 17. Yeah, but definitely the moon in the and the Venus probably has something to do. Can we add Jeffrey to the list, because I'm curious? Yeah, I have him here. I have him. Yeah, I didn't wrote him, but I know someone said Jeffrey. I don't use ringtones, and I'm not an Aquarius, but I want to add If I would use a ringtone, I would use the clip, or I would probably put it as a wallpaper of Jeffrey saying, "I'm an Aquarius." In that Prada show, like the way he says it is so sexy. I'm like, ah. The other day I was watching, I got it from a TikTok, and I was replaying it. It is like, it's so sexy when he says, "I'm an Aquarius." The way he says Aquarius. It's so cute. Like, I know there's a lot of Aquariuses in K-pop, but for me, from NCT and all the Aquarius people that are, he must be one of the most attractive ones. Like, I know he's not like, oh, super like with a lot of personality and just, but there's something about him that is so likable. I don't know. I treasure so much Jeffrey. I don't know. He just seems like a nice guy. I don't know. Sometimes I feel pity for him, because I think about all the problems that he must have had with the Sasangs, and I'm sure he must have gone through something. Who's Jeffrey? Sorry. Sorry. Poor Jeffrey. But I just think that he was so cute. Like, and when he says, "I'm an Aquarius," it's the coolest Aquarius in K-pop for me. Like, I'm like, how can you be so cute? I didn't want to share it in Discord because I was like, that's, I'm just like stunning this guy too much. And he's not even my bias, but I just love him. Like, the way he says it is so cool. I just admire how cool they are. That's it. We Capricorn, we're so boring, but we Capricorn people, even for the idols, they are beautiful, but for me, we don't have that. We don't have that vibe, that cool vibe. Yeah, he's kind of attractive, but funny, a bit boring. Yeah. It was the dream. Yeah, it was the dream. But even in the dream, he was quiet. I just love them. And being an citizen, it has amplified my love for Aquarius men. They're goofy, but I love them. Okay. Yeah, it's cute. It's so cute. Okay. Hoshi. Let's move on to another air sign. Hoshi, 17. It's just that this is so dark, like literally, this is why I don't use it very much, because it's so, like, if you see the keywords in here, like, I'm going to show it to you, but when I see it, I already get that it's not to be generalized, but probably the attributes of what they don't find attractive is just awful people. Like, and I think that we all like have this thing, what for us it's not attractive to meet someone that is rude or that has these attributes. But definitely in here with this archetype, with these cards, I can see it. And I get like, I would too. Like, what? I keep turning this on and it turns off, so I don't know. I swear. I'm trying with this ring light, but it just... Okay, for Hoshi. For Hoshi, we have the Ace of Wands, Four of Cups, and Page of Pentacles. The first thing that comes to my mind, he hates people that don't have a passion. People that don't have like the willpower to go and work. Like go, there's actually people like this that they don't have a purpose in life, or they haven't been able to find something to work on. So they don't have like they don't have a purpose in their lives. So they go through life just being very like just not loving something or someone. And for him it's like, you don't have a passion? So for him it's like, you don't, is there anything that you look forward to in the morning? Like for him it's like, don't you have a dream? Like, I don't know, there's something about him being like, really? You just don't. And we have here the card, it says, have faith. And also the card that he got is Parasite. So this is why when I saw it, it's so strong. The energy is so dark. Literally, this deck is dark. But it sort of gives me that vibe of someone that is just lazy. You know these people that usually they complain a lot about their job and whatever, but they don't make anything to be better or to change or get out of that situation, and they're always like just going with that very dark energy. And I think that when I see Parasite, I can sort of see it. Probably someone that is jobless. Poor Hoshi, he also must be like traumatized by sasangs, definitely, because I see, like, for me, Parasite is like these leeches, these people that they just hold on and absorb your energy. And I see him just very motivated, and his energy feels very fresh, very new. He's super curious. And for him, what he doesn't find attractive is someone that probably is the opposite to him. Someone that doesn't see the potential of having a brand new day. Like okay, him probably being like, well, you didn't make it this time, but you will make it tomorrow. Try again. And this person just doesn't want to work. This person prefers to stay in the complaining era instead of changing. So for him, it's like, really? Do you live like this? This is your point of view? Like, you just take from others? Also, the Parasite is someone that takes from others, absorb everything they can from others until there's nothing left. And they don't move a finger on their own. So there's something about this, about him probably disliking this attitude. I'm going to read to you what it says, the Parasite. But this is also someone that probably is in this state and they don't recognize that they are this unpleasant, that this is something that they have. Parasite says, when the only answer to lack of self-efficiency is to cling to another one. It says, what can't survive alone will seek company. But instead of growing together, they will wither together. So see, this is about someone holding on to, probably it could be, because we cannot judge people's experiences. Definitely for someone to turn into a parasite, they must have gone through some kind of very hurtful or painful situation that put them in this energy. But I think that for him, with all these cards, for him, since he's such a strong believer of new opportunities, And he's like the type of person that is like, wake up, if you work hard, if you start over, you're going to be better. So for him, it's a bit like, he's like, I don't understand the kind of person that you are, because it seems like you're drowning, 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 and I'm sort of offering you an option, a way out, but you don't see it. Mm-hmm. It gives depression vibes. But also someone that takes the parasite, that they also absorb a lot. They're like emotional vampires. They absorb a lot of their partners. So it's like it sort of makes sense that they would go for someone like Hoshi that has this very upbeat or this very uplifting energy, and he's just so happy. Like, he tries to be happy. Like, he also has his own battles. He probably empathizes with this person. He's also like being like, I also go through sometimes where I'm also like, I don't feel like working on this all over, and I feel like I don't have the energies, and I feel like I don't know what I'm going to do, but I always find a way. I keep working. I start over. So, in here with the card of has faith, definitely he's someone that probably his opinions, they are very motivational. He probably, I don't know if he's religious, but there's something about him being like, you're going to be okay. Just, maybe if this person is like being just super negative, he's like, well, but at the end, you're going to find a way. I'm sure you can do it. And this person be like, no, 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 no. I'm not going to get out of this. I'm not going to get out of this. It seems like they are also telling you, I don't want to get out of this. I want to stay in this misery. And I want to drag you with me. So it feels very draining. And I think that as soon as he realizes that this is the kind of person, he's like a bit put off by it. He's like, don't come close to me, please. Like, I also have my battles, but I try to be a better person. So he's like, don't get attached to me. I have nothing to give you. And probably he's also very empathic. So he probably could attract someone that is a bit like a parasite, someone that wants to get a bit contagious of his energy, someone that pretends to be his friend, and he been like, I don't, no, I can give you a piece of advice. I can, I don't know, wish you the best and give you the best vibes. But no, you're too in the darkness for me. No, 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 no. And probably for him, it's also very, like, he doesn't understand how people can be so immersed in this lifestyle of wanting more and more and more from others and not being able to change and probably take up accountability of their lack of action, because we start with the Ace of Wands. So there's something about him being like, you have to start over. Like, just, take as many energy as you can and start over. Like, he probably doesn't like people that just lacks motivation in life. Probably. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Slopes. Mm. Yeah. I dealt with Pisces, very Neptunian people who act like that. The dark side of Pisces is very difficult. Even if you suggest a solution, there is no willingness to try. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and you are a Virgo, Fluffy, I'm sure you must attract them a lot because you are a Virgo. You must attract them. Yeah. Leo, Sun, Venus, Sag Moon. Oh, we have another Sag Moon. I love Sag Moon. Any Sagittarius placements I love. Oh, I have Pisces Mars. I'm looking at your placements, Nuit, and I'm like, oh, I have them. Cancer rising. I believe Samara has Cancer rising as well. I'm supposed to be fiery, and yet I feel nothing like that. It's heartbreaking, actually, because as much as we want to help, you can be understanding. There's a point where it's up. Yeah. Got the moon-shaped face to prove. Not the moon-shaped face. It's the baby face. It's the big eye, the baby face. Why people that have Cancer placement, they hate to be called cute. They hate it. It's like it's like, oh, venom for them when you call them cute. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue with 80s Juno. Oh, why I got 2 cards. A lot of 2 of Cups comes up in this reading, and I'm like, oh, they really is personal. What they don't like is like what they don't like in relationships, because there's a lot of 2 of Cups or Cups in here. So, okay, for Juno, we have 80s Juno, 9 of Cups, the Wall card, and we have the 2 of Cups. And we have the card of rejection. And from the Oracle, we have the card of sacrifice. Okay. It says, even if I have to break apart, as long as it serves a purpose. I have accepted my duty, and in my release, I found freedom. Yeah, I don't know why, like sacrifice, and also with these cards, I'm like, probably he just, because sacrifice, it feels like, I don't know why, with the 9 of Cups and the Wall card and the 2 of Cups, there's something about, like, him probably not liking when someone doesn't put the work. You know, the 9 of Cups, it's someone that is too trusting, is someone that is like, you know, this is why the person is like seated cross-armed, because they feel so proud of themselves. They are like, I made it. I'm in a relationship with you. I made it. This is what I wanted. So I'm satisfied, you know. I got you. So it's so cool. This is, we are meant to be, it's like cycle is closed, it's like done. We are meant to be. It's like the person that just is like too confident that, okay, because you are with me, it's like we are fated, we are meant to be, and that's it. Like there's nothing left to discuss. Like that's it. I sit comfortable and I enjoy the connection. I think that there's something about him being, maybe this is his airy self, being like, yeah, like, don't take me for granted. Like, yeah, maybe I can start a connection with you, maybe I like you initially, but you still have to work in a relationship. You still have to show effort in the connection. It's like, don't get too confident, don't get too comfortable. There's people that have this, I don't know why, with the Two of Cups and the Nine of Cups, it feels like these people that have this perception of like, oh, you're my soulmate, we're together forever, we are meant to be, so that's it. Like, close close the curtains, that's it, let's go home, because you already met me, I'm the person for you, I'm the one. And he's like, yeah, but that, I don't know. And also with the kind of rejection, there's something about him thinking like, okay, what happens if we start having a disagreement about something? The day that we start having issues as a couple or as a friend, maybe even as a friends or acquaintances, what happens when we have our first disagreement or our first fight? What's going to happen? Like, how are you going to deal with that? If you think that we are already fated to be together, like, how are you going to act? What are you going to do? So I feel he feels a bit of rejection about this very absolutist view of like, okay, if you are with me or if I decided to be with you, it's like, it's end game. People say a lot. I don't know exactly what it means, end game, but I sort of can understand the word. But it's like, wow, once you meet me, I'm the person. You don't have to look for anywhere. Like, I'm the person for you. And he's like, really? Like there's something about him wanting to live the experience of love very passionately. And also that there could be highs and lows in the connection. And him sort of like finding admirable when someone fights for the connection. And not someone that takes things for granted. That is like, oh no, we are already dating, so, we have to endure it. And he's like, yeah, but, I also want to see how you would fight for me. If we had an argument or if we had some disagreements, what would you do to get me back, for example? So I think that this is very Aries. It's very like, I want the tension or I want the push and pull. And I don't like it that you are so romantic or that you are so emotional that you're like, oh yeah, we will be together forever. Like, that's it. And also with the kind of sacrifice. Like, yeah, for us to be together or to stay together, we have to sacrifice. And he's like, sacrifice? Like, I don't know, it feels like, also it feels like something that someone that feels like a victim would say. Like, if you call them out on something, they would be like, oh no, but there's sacrifice that we sometimes have to do in order to stay together. Relationships are sacrifices. We must sacrifice for the people that we love. Very dreamy, very aspirational. And I think that he's like, wow. Like, I don't know. He just feels like this view is so absolutist. He's like, don't get too confident. Like, it gives me that this person is like, okay, we will be together forever. Because this is the way I see relationships. Like once we are in the connection, we will never separate. And we will have to sacrifice certain things about, yeah. There's something very toxic in this. Like, it's like a denial, a denial. Like, yeah, when everything is cool in the connection, is cool. Like, oh, you think I'm the one, I appreciate it. Yeah. But what happens when we start seeing things about each other and I want to disagree or I want to say, I don't like this. And you somehow being like, no, but we are meant to be. We have to fix this. Like, no, so with too dreamy. There's something about them being too dreamy. uh, in this okay, it's complex. Sometimes I love people because they can make up for me soon. Yeah, he's like, don't do too much. We are just getting to know each other. Like, don't do. Probably the people is these people that believe in soulmates. That is like, okay, yeah, we will be. They probably watch too many K-dramas, so they have this idealization of how a relationship should be maintained, like, oh, we will overcome everything. So it's like they don't even acknowledge that there's issues in the connections. They probably are like totally like they are oblivious. They're like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with us, we are great. Yeah, because we will be together forever. And there's something about it that it sort of triggers a bit of rejection in him. It's like, mm, mm. Mm. I don't know why I find it creepy myself. I don't know. I feel like it's like a, I don't know, I don't remember his sign. I believe I said he's an Aries, I said. But for me, yeah, for me also, for me as an earth sign, it's the worst nightmare that the person that is like, oh, because we're meant to be, so we will be together forever. And I'm like, who knows? There's no forever in here. Like it's an everyday thing. You're still on probation, on trial, not probation. I know in English, probation means something else. On trial. Too much telenovela. And probably like the Aries that he probably is like, he wants a bit of drama, not so much like someone that wants to settle down and that's it. He's like, you're the love of my life. He probably wants a bit of friction. And just this person being just so simplistic, so secure, like, okay, I'm here, like, I'm already settled down in this connection. We will be happy. And he's like, no, where's the adventure in that? if it's already faded, like, where's the fun in this? Okay. TXT Beyond You. For any mushy, sappy love story. Again, the King of Cups. Today, guys, with this, they get very sincere. Hey, Mariana. Yeah, for Bamyu is also someone that is too chill. He doesn't trust the person that is whatever it will be will be. He doesn't like also that. For Benju we have the Four of Swords. Again, the King of Cups. The King of Cups today and the Cups is amazing. And the World. So for him, it's also all about adaptability. I think that when we have the World card, it's all about like the movements of a relationship. You know, when you are in a relationship or even like a friendship or a romantic relationships, there's supposed to be dynamic. There's supposed to be dynamic, the connection. Like there's moments where you are like, oh, this is great, like we get along. And then there are moments where actually like you don't agree. And that's okay. You know, there's upside downs. There's upside downs in the connection, and that is healthy as well to be able to have a disagreement. And sometimes in connections, when you have disagreements with people, these are the best moments where, like when relationships are put to a test, is the best moment for you to see if you are in the right connection, because you see like how the person is when they are angry, how the person is when they are sensitive, or when they are, I don't know, disappointed in something. So for him, it's like, I don't trust the person that just doesn't feel anything. Someone that is just chill. Someone that is like, yeah, what happened, it didn't affect me. Or, yes, we had a disagreement, or I said something and they didn't respond. And it's like this person is not going to the flow of my feelings. He probably is also very, well, he's a Pisces, but emotional responses are very important for him. So he's like, you know, I have my moments, and I sort of want you to pay attention to me. If you act like you don't care, I'm sort of going to get offended. Like, I don't know if I can trust you if I don't get an emotional response out of you. If I'm going through something and you don't respond to it. If you just act like whatever, like, yeah, you saw me suffer, but you didn't say anything. You didn't even reach out to me to see if I was okay or if something happened. So, yeah. Then we have the cards of, dreams, and we have the masquerade. So definitely, yeah, he does see this sort of, the person's inability to be by his side or express their emotions to him. He sort of sees like, oh, this person is fake. This person is wearing a mask, and I don't like this. I don't find attractive someone that looks like a robot, that they don't show their emotions, that they seem like they don't move, like I always say, their faces don't move, like they don't have emotions, they don't have this flow, these changes. It's like they are actors in life, So probably for him, it's like that's a no for me. But he definitely, he recognizes that it's something that it only happens, it only happens to him because he definitely he does from his own experience, from his own nature. He recognizes himself as very, maybe exaggerated, a bit emotional. Maybe he wears his smiles on his sleeve, but, also. Masquerade, it says, what I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold to me for 1 second. It says, under the guise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under the guise of a thief, I will fly away. So yeah, the masquerade is also someone that comes and goes. Someone that comes and goes, someone that appears to be loving towards him or appears to be as emotional as he is, and then he disappears, and then this person changes the facade, their whole, it seems like it depends. When something serious happens, this person, their whole face changes. So he's very observant in this sense. He's like, wow, I just seen the real you. I caught you. I seen the real you. You really don't care about me. So, and also here with the card of dreams, also probably he's someone that in his dreams, he dreams of the person. That if he has like, if there's something weird about someone, he dreams about them. He dreams about them. He sort of has like, I don't want to say like a premonitory, like a premonition in his dreams, but he dreams about, or he dreams having an argument with that person before he does. But I believe that he also dreams of this person or dreams of having an argument with this person because this person is so they don't act, they are not being themselves. So probably in his dreams he's able to have this reaction from this person that he doesn't have in real life. Is someone just very cold, very detached, someone that doesn't show, like oh they're like, okay, whatever, like, do you want to say something? No, I'm okay. Like, you know, it's always silent, it's very awkward, it's very cold. And he's like, you know, I need someone to talk to, or I need the openness of the other person in front of me. So if you cannot give me this, I feel like I'm talking to a robot, and I don't like that. I don't like this distance between us. Like, if I worry about something, I sort of expect you to empathize a bit with me. So yeah. And probably he admits that he is too emotional. Probably this is why I was seeing the cards and I was like, yeah, he knows that he recognizes himself as someone that he is very emotional. That probably for others is like, yeah, well, they are not their expression, they're expressive. Well, let them be. That's their behavior. For him, it's like he feels offended. He's like, wow. He feels offended. He's like, you don't really get me. You don't really get me. You don't understand me. So you don't deserve to be part of my world if you don't understand. Okay, I'm going to continue with wavy 10. Wavy 10. Yeah, you're very compatible with him, Mariana. I'm laughing because I was looking at this girl and I was like, okay, yeah, it's also probably also for 10, he doesn't like people that doesn't go after their dreams, someone that is passive. and I got the card of it, like victim mentality. Victim mentality. So I was laughing. I was laughing because I was like, yeah, that's something that a victim mentality would say. Did I show the card? I don't know, but I was busy. I was busy. Six of cups. It's like go to work. Go to work. Do you want a different result? Go to work. They hate lazy people. That's what one thing that I would be like. For them, it's like it doesn't matter if it's like for a potential relationship or a friendship. It's like, okay, if we don't talk about work here, like, I don't know why the Six of Cups with the Knight of Pentacles and the Sun, it sort of seems like these people that they always talk about the past. Oh, when I was in the past, it was better in the past. Like, oh, in the past I used to be so successful. Like I was in my best, in my prime time. I was like in my best, like I had the best time. And he's like, yeah, but what about now? Like you are not dead. Like you actually can continue working towards your dreams. So yeah, it's nice that you're telling me everything about this, but and also it says perchance to dream. So it's very funny that that, that a Pisces idol is calling out the dreamers. Like, wake up, wake up and go to work. Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. For him, it's like, I don't want any association with you if you're lazy. No, no. Perchance to dream. It says, if I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Or, yeah, definitely this is someone that when they dream, it's like they avoid reality, so they prefer to sleep a lot in order to not connect with reality. Perchance to dream. So this is serious. This is also something that also gives me the vibe of one of the many symptoms of someone that is depressive is that they want to sleep all the time. And or they don't sleep at all. But I think that definitely for 10 and his own experiences with overcoming a lot of challenges, for him it's like, yeah, we all go through very painful things and situations, but you have to get up and get things done anyways. Like for him, it's like, it's not that he's judging people, but he's like, it sounds like you have a victim mentality. It's like he doesn't find attractive people that probably complain a lot about their situation, but they don't seek the help that they need. So they prefer to be in denial, and they prefer to evade it all the time. So he's like, you can still find happiness, you can still find joy, not only thinking about what you lost or the past, but also you can find it in the future if you go towards it, if you keep advancing, even a small steps, a step by step, you can find happiness again. But don't duel, don't stay in that dark moment. Don't stay in that dark moment. For him it's like, I don't know, I think that there's something about him. I don't know why when I think about this, I'm getting that for him, he's like, that there's people that are really suffering out there, right? And there's something about him being a bit rough, sort of doing a reality check, but it's like, we all go through this at some point in our lives. We have our days where we don't want to wake up, we don't want to go to work, we don't want to do what we're doing because we are not happy or we are struggling. But, it's like, get back to reality. Don't stay in dreamland. Don't stay in dreamland. Don't evade. And this is, I don't know why it gives me very Pisces. Very Pisces, like when you get stuck in this mode of fantasizing. When you fantasize not only about the future, but also you fantasize about the past. And sometimes you romanticize, because what happened in the past was better. And you stay in there, you stay with that memory, and you cannot advance. So for him, I think that also the Knight of Pentacles, it shows me that maybe from his place, He's someone that he didn't have a choice. He couldn't stop. So this is why he sort of is like, you know, you got this. You can change this. You know, there's light, but you just have to keep going. You have to keep going. You cannot, you know, go back. But yeah. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. But yeah, I think that it also has to do with them. Yeah, like you said, Fluffy, like most idols are super motivated and focused on their work. So yeah, it's like their lifestyle. That's what they know, and it's like they don't have another. And also their society. You know, sometimes we talk about, you know, depression or feeling sad or feeling like you cannot continue. Um, and there's not much mental health assistance. There's not much like awareness of, like, you know, sometimes people cannot advance like this. But since a lot of them are in this competition, like you just have to keep going. And so it's like their language, their love language. Even this was like also passed for them. It was also passed through generations. So, it's Asian culture. Yeah, but also these cars are so heavy. That's the thing. Next next life, I'm going like this. Next time, I'm going to choose another oracle. This is so depressing, guys. This deck. This is why I wasn't using it. It's too dark. Because this is not just about, oh, I don't like it. It's like, this is just so. And thank God I'm using the tarot to sort of back it up. But the deck feels super depressing. It feels like, I don't know, the cards that we have been pulling, the messages are so, like, it feels like they're drowning. Like, the characteristics are just so. I mean, it's what they don't like, but also the deck doesn't feel that. Yeah. They don't. The deck doesn't. I don't like it, at least. This is why I wasn't using it, because I don't like it. Like, I feel like it goes down and down and down and down, and it's like, just feels very heavy, energetically. I don't like this kind of decks, actually, because I feel like it goes too deep in the shadow, and. This is why when I see cards like this, I'm like, okay, great, this is the message, but what is the solution? It's just like, it's pointing the wound, but it doesn't like give you like a feedback, an affirmation, something. Okay, I'm going to continue with Chao Nu. No, I don't like it. I don't like the vibe. I don't like it. Why am I pulling one more card of this? Yeah, no. Yeah, probably I'll change decks. I don't like this deck. It's a deck for... I think that this sort of reading is for someone that is going through something and they want to sort of like... I had used this deck with clients to work their shadow self, but they usually ask for it. They ask to access their shadow self. It's like they want to go deep in the wound. But honestly, for idols, it feels like too heavy, too heavy, too heavy. Like, it's like the people I'm seeing here has so many issues. Like the people that oh. Okay, for tarot, we have Six of Pentacles, we have Four of Cups, and Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, for him, I think that also, again, it's connections are work, and probably for him, he sort of shows, he sees the value of someone when he sees them work. There's something about him also watching a lot the actions of the person. And probably one of the things he observes the most is how does the person react to something that is unfair. You know, how do you fight, or do you stay back? You know, when there's something, when someone is not giving you what you deserve or what you had worked so hard to obtain, what do you do? Do you resist? Do you fight? Do you just run away? You know, I think that there's something about him, just he doesn't like quitters. Like, also, again, he's someone that he's like, there's something about being coward, like just being coward. This is the word that I've been getting all day, because there's something about, like, I don't like coward people. I like people that faces their consequences. If you made a mistake, you will face it. You will own it. But if you act like, oh no, this is not about me, you know, like, oh no, this was a mistake, no. He probably is very righteous also. He doesn't like people that act like, oh no, I didn't mean to. No, yes, you did mean to. We have the cards of morosity. I don't know if that's the word in English, morosity. And yeah, the cards of anger and chains. Anger and chains. It's like, I don't know, for me, anger and chains is the person that holds their anger inside. They don't show it. They don't show that they're angry. So he's like, you know, you should fight for your rights. If you don't fight, if you don't allow yourself to get angry or to show that you do not own that, we not always get like all happy and bubbly. We have very dark also emotions. We have very strong, intense emotions. So yeah, anger and chains is all about like embracing that there's something that affects you, or that you are angry, or like you are about to explode because something happened. So he's like, well, do something about it. But if you don't do something about it, then don't complain about it as well. Because I don't want to hear it. I don't like it. I don't like when people talk, but they don't do anything to change or to fix it, you know. And it's very interesting because he is an Aries, so that he got a card of anger and chains. It talks about the anger, literally. So it says, force channeled outside, unreasonable, undirected, but powerful. It says, I got to break free. I want to be free. So yeah, I think that also this card of anger in chains, I think that he's also like probably he's mirroring his own anger. Like he probably gets very angry when someone doesn't fight for themselves or doesn't stand up for themselves. And he gets super angry at that person. He's like, how come you cannot stand for yourself? Like, this is unfair. Go and do something about it. Be courageous. But I think that also this card, it shows, this is why it says chains and anger and chains. Because it shows that we always, maybe at some point, we were that person. We do not always have the best scenario for us to unleash our anger and frustration and be like, okay, I'm going to say what I think and I'm going to go and confront this person because I believe that this is this. Sometimes you have the possibility, sometimes maybe even when you are in a work environment or in a place where you know that you don't have the privilege to raise your hand and be like, I have something to say. No, because maybe you are afraid you're going to lose your job, or you're going to lose your house, or you're going to lose a relationship or a friendship. So I think that he definitely is like mirroring this. He's like projecting. He's projecting his own anger because probably he felt restricted at some point about him not being able to confront people when he wanted to. And he's attached to that. This is why he reacts so fiercely. He reacts so strongly when he sees someone that just stands and doesn't do anything. He's like, how come you're not defending yourself? Like, you're so weak. But yeah, you were also that person at some point. So yeah, I think that definitely what he doesn't like or doesn't find attractive, someone being coward or someone not risking, is probably because it triggers something in him about him at some point not being able to defend himself. So probably he's like, he doesn't want this to happen to others, but yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue with, oh wait, I'm running out of place to write the numbers here. Going to continue with Itzy Runjin. And also, I think that this is going more like to human nature. It's not so much like, I wanted to see what they don't find attractive, like not just like physically, but also when it comes to attraction. Like, this is not attractive at all. This is so dark and I don't like this deck. I think that it goes too deep for, it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary to go this dark. I don't know who. Like, I know this is a deck to do shadow work with, but I think that these are not cards that you're supposed to pull for someone just randomly. You know, you have to do a sort of therapy with this person and probably pull one card and then do a sort of follow-up of like, okay, how do you feel about this card? Like, does it represent you? Like, do you want to work on something? This is not for entertainment purposes. This deck is not for entertainment purposes. This is not the dynamic that I intended. This is, and also I don't like the vibe of this deck. I don't like it. I'm probably going to give it away because I don't like it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to use a different deck. No, I can also use another tarot. I can do it with differently. But I'm going to see, because since I'm moving on all my stuff upstairs, I had been taking out all the boxes of not the, because I have the you know, the ones that have pretty boxes or packages, I have them all through here. But I have also the ones that don't have a box, that I have like in linen bags and everything. I have them all in different boxes, and I have to get them upstairs. So in there I'm going to check out what I have beyond this because I have a lot of decks, guys. I have to review a lot of them. I have to see what I have, because I have a lot of boxes to still get up here. So I'm going to go check out what I have to do this dynamic, because this one, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't like the deck as well. I feel like, no. I think that it's very, you know, there's certain readings that you can do with people, that when people know that they're going to work their shadow, or they're going to work their not so bright side, they are ready and committed to see it. They are like, okay, I made my mind, let's do it. But for idols, I think that this is not. This is not. This is not. This is going like too, and it's a bit traumatic, I would say. It's a bit I think that the person, I don't know, I will have to review this, because the person that this deck, definitely they know how to trigger people. They know how to trigger people with the keywords, because I think that these are like, they come from the book of the mental illnesses. They are not just simple keywords. They are like to sort of put the, I don't know how you say it in English, but it's like when you put the, when you press the wound to make it hurt more, something like this. It's triggering. It's supposed to trigger something. And yeah, I don't like it, because I think that it's unfair to do a reading like this, that is supposed to be funny, and trigger like conversations that we are not supposed to be having, because this is just a tarot reading. It's not like to do a diagnosis on the mentality of someone, a random person that they could meet or not. Okay. Thank God this is like a dynamic. It's not like, it's not that we are seeing if they are going to meet someone like this. No, it's a dynamic. But the traits is like, no, I don't like it. Okay. For Rimjin, we have, sorry for the ranting. We have, I said, the Ten of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Hierophant, and we have Take Off Your Mask and Obsession. So yeah, definitely, yeah, for Rimjin, it's all about like what she doesn't find attractive is someone that is very obsessive. She doesn't like that. It says, there is nothing else that can replace my focus. All things led to one, and they disappear into one, until only that one remains. It says, there's nothing else that can replace my focus. So yeah, I think that yeah, she just gets a bit. I think that this is every idol actually. Like one thing is to be admired and to have someone being like, oh, you're so pretty, I like you. But at the same time, it's like I sort of get a bit freaked out that you cannot take your eyes off me. That the only thing that you're seeing and focus on is on me. And I think that this is too much for me to bear and find that, oh, I'm supposed to like this, or I'm supposed to like this attention, or I'm supposed to feel grateful for this amount of um, attraction that you feel for me. I feel like this is not, like, I don't want to be the only thing that you look at, the only thing that is like, it's not funny. It's not funny. Like, I feel it like it's something that it sparks a fear in you. You know, when you're like, sometimes you can be like, oh, I want someone to love me unconditionally. But to be someone's obsession is very different. It's very different. It's very scary. So it's not good. You know, when someone is like, oh, I don't like the others, I only like you. Or I didn't came to see the others, I just came to see you. Quote unquote solo stance. This is solo stance behavior. Like someone that is hyper fixated only on you. And they know things about you. And they notice things about you. And you're like, wow, you're observing me too much, right? And it's not attractive. It's not like, you know, and probably like there's something also here with the card of take off your mask. That I think that she's like, you know, stop disguising this obsession that you have with me for love or admiration. This is not love. Someone that cares for you or that likes you doesn't get that fixated. Is able to breathe and decompress and take a time out and just go and live their lives and then come back if they have the time and energy. But someone that is just doesn't move and is fixated on you like this is scary. Is scary. So, and also here we have the Hierophant. I see the company card. I don't know why. I think that, yeah, definitely we were talking about the sasangs and everything. And I see the company card, the Ten of Swords, the Six of Cups. She definitely went through this at some point. She met someone like this in the company, or someone that was very close to the company as a physical building. Or maybe someone that is also part of the industry, that has this stalker behavior. And she's like, oh no, not this again. I've seen this trait. This is why she's like, take off your mask, because I already know, I'm seeing your intentions. I sort of see what obsession looks like now. Maybe in the past I didn't see it. But now every time I see someone talk like that, I know that they don't really care about me. They just want me as an object. And I don't find it cute. I don't find it attractive. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to continue with Geoffrey, with NCT Jehyun. She's. Do you see, guys, that I always tell you that she always like is scratching herself, like she's always like this. I think she got up a bit to eat, and then she came back. I can sort of see it for. Also, this man is traumatized also. He has a list of things that he doesn't like, but he's traumatized. Yeah, he's traumatized. And there's something with soulmates. I got the card of soulmates. There must be someone that said to him those words. I think you are my soulmate. And he's like, ugh. Okay, he got the cards from the tarot. He got the Fool, Nine of Swords, So dramatized. He's so dramatized, and the Star in reverse. So for him, yeah, part of why he could find people unpleasant is because of the work he does. You know, the star is supposed to be like, oh, he's like, he's getting the attention because he's famous. But since the star is like in reverse, there's something about like, you know, I sort of don't want to shine that much. I sort of regret shining sometimes because I attract these crazy people and I don't like it. This guy has insomnia. He doesn't sleep. And then from the oracle, he got the card of envious gluttony. Envious gluttony. So not only this person is compulsive, is also envious of him. This is the worst. This is like sometimes, you know, when we talk about sasangs or when we talk about, you know, obsessive people, this is not only people that they feel like they cannot get enough of you, that they are like, oh, you're my favorite, I love you, I want to be with you. It's also people that next to this feeling, they also are envious of you. So they want to see you fall. They love you, but they hate you at the same time. It's like they say that they want the best for you, but at the same time they want to destroy you. This is why we have here envious gluttony. It's like this person is envious. Maybe they cannot be stars, maybe they are frustrated celebrities or singers or idols, but definitely it comes from this. It comes from this. It says, going to the edge of the ravine, savoring the idea of letting go all restraint. It says, there is hunger sleeping just under the surface, like an animal lurking. But see, I'm going to read a bit much more of this. It says, this card is not just dark, it's unpleasant, sickly disgusting. The difference in how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed in front of writhing bugs. It's not an existential darkness that we can paint of romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It is raw primal reckoning of rotting stretch. It feels like there's darkness, and in that black landscape, there is a hole, leading to an even greater darkness. And that is calling. The urge is pressed down every time, played with, toyed with, treated like something that doesn't belong there, but is rolling in the mud, bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself. So it's like this all is like you're so ugly in every aspect. I think that he feels like he wants to vomit. like, like it's just this physical reaction that he has between fearing these people and their behavior and also feeling disgusted by them. It's like it leaves a very nasty taste in your mouth. And like I said, when we said gluttony, it's just this urge, like it says, like this urge that you never satisfied. So it's these people that compulsively come back to him because they want more and more and more of him until they can become him. So it's so like it's like and for him it's like I wish I never was a star. I wish I wasn't. I didn't have this light because I feel like this light is what's giving me all this trouble. And also, I think that with the full card, there's something about him. Just like we were talking, like the Aquarius, he has a very open mind. He understands human behavior. He understands his role in the industry. He's like, okay, I deserve it because this is what I do for a living, so I can kinda like understand why I attract these people, and I don't know why I want to see these weirdos, but yeah. But at the same time, for it doesn't matter how much understanding you can get on this. These people are just so unpleasant because they don't stop. The envious gluttony is someone that will never be satisfied. It's not something that Taehyung can do to make this person feel better about themselves or make this person stop being like this. They are just awful people, unsatisfied people that are trying to consume him. So I think that for him, that also he needs his space, he needs his individuality, his autonomy, his freedom. He feels super trapped and so anxious, even thinking about these people. And also, like we said here, he had the card of soulmates, these people that call themselves the love of his life. And he's like, I don't know you. So it's so disgusting. It's so like like leeches. Like leeches. I think that he's like, I think that he understands. This is why there's something about him like, okay, I kind of understand if you're obsessed with me or if you like me so much, I can understand it. But when you are, when we think about the gluttony part, because gluttony is part of one of the seven sins. And I think about the moon in Taurus. Sometimes when we talk about Taurus placements, that is about, food and the consumption of, luxuries and everything. And, how it feels to be literally people wanting to consume you over and over and over and sort of like until there's nothing left of you. They just cannot get enough. And he's like, you want to eat me, you want to swallow me, you like, and it feels like you will never be satisfied. It doesn't matter what I do, you will always want more of me, and I cannot give you or satisfy you the way you want to. because I am my own person. I cannot give you this. And they make him feel guilty for this. It's like, oh, you should do more for us, because. Mm. 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 Yeah. I think that he's afraid. He's afraid of people getting obsessed with him. I think that this is like he's like, please don't get like misery. Please, I understand that you love me, but please don't. Okay, and I'm going to do the last one, that is Jemin. That is one of I believe Lara was the one that recommended this. I'm going to do Jemin, and then I'm going to go. This was too much, guys. Like, this energy. I felt it. Honestly, I felt it. As soon as I touched the deck, I was like, And I did cleanse it before. But I was like, this doesn't give me good, like, there was something in this deck. I was like, Yeah, no, but also it's like, I think that it gives bad luck. I don't know. I feel like it's just, and actually there's people that, there's some tarot readers that they interview their decks, and they're like, okay, what do you have to, what do you bring? What does this deck brings to my collection of decks? Each deck functions differently for different topics. But in this case, I think that this is for someone that is already going through this process of healing and accepting certain traumas, and it's heavy. I believe that one of the times that I used this with a client that I had been working with her for 2 years. And I believe we pulled one card, and we had been working like 3 months with this card, only one card. She cried for those 3 months, she cried so much. Because as much as we go in and in on one card, she did went through a lot of anguish with this deck, with this card that she got. That is part of her story, and she also allowed it to happen. But I think that this is not for the people that are not prepared. No, because you have to give it a purpose. It's not for just like, let's shuffle, and just do a reading. It's not like that. It sort of gives you a bittersweet feeling. Okay, for Gemini, the Empress, 8 of Pentacles, and 2 of Pentacles. He's like, the only Empress in this relationship is me. Inner child, gilded regret. I think that, yeah, there's something about self-esteem. It's like, if you don't work on your self-esteem, if you don't know your value, I don't like it. I don't like it. Because there's potential, actually, but probably the person sort of has like an ugly duckling mindset. So he's like, oh, wow. Like, always doubting their value. and always wanting to be reaffirmed by him. Like, do you like me? Do you think I'm pretty? Oh, because I don't know if I'm pretty enough. I don't know if I'm... Okay, gilded regret. It says, I feel like living in the past. Please give me more minutes to linger. And it says, memories are like floating underwater, safe, warm, and murky. Yet they held the scent of death. So yeah, and definitely when this says something about staying in the past, and also we have inner child. Probably this person has some traumas, like from their childhood, not feeling beautiful enough, not feeling good enough, not feeling talented enough. So there's something about them doubting their potential. They work on it, but at the same time, they always sabotage themselves. They always are in this crossroad. When they have to make important decisions, they don't know how to choose for themselves. They don't know, maybe they have to sell their products, their services, and they always sell it lower price, or they always like give it away. Like they don't have the confidence enough to value themselves. And definitely if Gemin is a Leo, there's something about him just being very like like how come you don't love yourself, like him being like seeing that this person is beautiful, is successful, is admired, but also seeing that they don't make up their mind. They always are dragging something from their past that shows that they have traumas, that it shows that they are not that confident. And he's like, well, I can sort of assist you or be there for you, like once or twice, but then it's a personal thing that you have. You have to resolve it on your own. Inner child, like, and this gilded regret. This person that also probably is someone that is just full of regrets. Someone that probably makes a mistake and is dwelling all the time in what I did wrong, what I said wrong. I cannot get out of this loop of thoughts about that I'm not good enough, that I'm not, and this person is so caught up in this pity feeling or feeling pity for themselves that it sort of ruins their beauty. It's like, yeah, you are very beautiful, but you need a lot of work. You have to find help. Like, you really need to get out of this, because you keep like holding on to something that is just a mistake. But for this person, it goes deeper, because it goes to their inner child. It goes to something of the past. This is why they stand, when they have to make very important decisions, they're always lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to choose. They're always confused. So for him, it's like, work on this. Work on this. I definitely see him like just being like very supportive and be like, work on this. But honestly, I don't like how indecisive you are. I don't like how indecisive you are. It's like, you can do better. He's like, I don't like indecisive people. Especially when you try to reinforce them and being like, being a good friend or being a good partner, and being like, you got this, you can do this. I told you that you did great. And then be like, no, I did awful. No, I made a mistake and I will never forgive myself because I'm awful. And it's like all that, that very negative speech that they have. Yes, it's like that Leo in Capricorn. Yeah. Oh my. Yes. It's like he sees the potential. That's why it bothers him, because he sees that the person is so talented, but they don't see it themselves. So it's like, come on, have a bit much more trust. I hope you can soothe yourself in some way after dealing with all that. No, I swear, guys, it was so dark. I knew it. I knew it. When I grabbed the deck today, I knew it. I had a feeling, and I was like, oh, maybe I'm being a bit sensitive because it's been a while since I use it. So maybe it's, but I just it doesn't give me a good vibe. And this is, of course, it's personal because I know there's people that use them, that use it. For me, it's like you have there's certain things about this deck that you do need to have some confidentiality. You do have to have this client and professional environment of not secrecy, but it's about confidentiality. There are some things that you can display or expand on, and sort of be ready to sustain the conversation or sustain the person. It depends how it appears. But to do it publicly and just like, just randomly on something that is supposed to be a bit lighter, yeah, it's supposed to be what they don't like. So it's supposed to be like, oh, I don't like this. It's supposed to be like, yeah, I don't like this. But I think that the traits on this deck it goes through the psychological aspects of an existing a trauma on the person. It's not just like a tick or a pattern of behavior that you have that is like, oh, yeah, you're annoying when you do that. No, it goes much more aggressive. So I think that, but yeah, I will see what I will change it for next Wednesday. I have a few people on the list yet. Not that many, but I do have them. And on Saturday, yeah, I'm going to keep reading for Cancer people, for Cancer idols or artists. And if something new comes up, like a subject or something new, that we want to talk about, I already have a reading. I know I'm reading so much for Chechen, but yeah, I already have a recommendation to read for the friendship between him and Yuta. I know that you remember I did that reading months ago, and I sort of find out in that reading that this is a ship that has a lot of people supporting this. So yeah, I'm going to read for the two of them to see how it goes, how they're doing. But see that I told you that Yuta was going to be much more open to be shipped or to be associated with others besides Mark. So yeah, Yuta sharing his love and receiving love. But yeah. Yeah, I'm so proud of my bias, honestly, guys. Like, I seen one of his recent posts of Louis Vuitton, and he looks so different, guys. I don't know, like, I'm not an expert and citizen, honestly. Like, I'm not going to say, like, oh, I know when they debuted, but I remember Yuta from the Highway to Heaven. Remember when they shot this MV? When it was a long time ago, and I remember not only him but also all NCT members, and I remember the way he looked. I don't want to say like they had low budget, but definitely the guys looked very young and they just looked like regular kids. And now seeing my bias like wear all these like be part of these very fashionable or luxurious brands and all these very fancy ads or events that he goes to. He has grown so much. Like I see him today, I see his pictures, the way he stares at the camera, how confident he is, how he is himself in his element. And I'm like, wow, like he really changed a lot, a lot, a lot. And I'm so proud of him. Like I was looking at it and I was so proud of him because yeah, he definitely, him and only all the NCT members that you see that they have these fashion events or they have these deals, they are ambassadors of certain brands. And you see like, wow, that's a real man in there, like you know, not just an idol, that's like a luxurious man looking his best, being sexy and also looking good. And yeah. If you do a non-dynamics again, could you do who is? Ah, okay. When I do the dynamics of their of things that are not K-pop, I have to do this at some point. I'm going to do a Saturday of pulling cards for people that are not idol related, or maybe it could be like celebrities, or it could be someone from another industry that is not K-pop. So it would be interesting to just add some new readings. Ah, the Snow Society. Yeah, they're glowing. They're glowing, Samara. Definitely, they're glowing. And I was so, like, I felt like a proud mother. I feel like, oh, because we've seen pictures of them. We know that they have these photo shoots and they look amazing. But we also, if we go back in time, if we've seen old looks of them, and also it's amazing how, like, it's a bit sad sometimes when you look at the pictures of them when they just debuted, that they look so skinny, like, and not just NCT. I think that for all the idols that just debut, when you see their first appearances, they look too thin, especially in the face. They look like their faces, like, and their little legs, like two sticks like this. Like it's amazing. I cannot, like, I'm not sure like how many diets they make them go through to debut, because they look so too much, like too thin, too skinny. Yeah. I have an idea, but I need to think about it. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to create a poll on Discord. I'm going to put like 4 new ideas for new readings, so we can create some more, because we are just starting the month. But yeah, to not just always be reading for the same subjects, even though we had been advancing, but yeah, in case nothing interesting happens in K-pop, there's always something new or some new dynamic. Oh yes, also. Sometimes it's the other way around. Skinny, skinny. Yeah, she's in here. She's concentrated. And she's like, her head is in there because the heater is in there. She's not like depressed looking at the wall. But she's happy. As long as she's near me, she's happy. She's there. Yeah, she's there. Yeah, but if I have left her downstairs, she would have been crying and meowing and doing a lot of disaster. So yeah, now I'm going to get her downstairs and I'm going to feed her. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, she's like my motor also, like my engine. She gives me energies. Um, yeah, I'm going to go. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, for the feedback, for everything. I learned so much for all of you, all your different point of view. You know, we are a community, so you know, guys, as long as it's always respectful, but we all have the right to say, yeah, I don't like it, or I don't think like this, or yes, I think like this. Like, I love it. Actually, I learned so much from you guys. So thank you so much for always being honest, and for always like being like, yeah, I think about this, or I don't like this. And for me, this is a safe place to talk about all the things that we like and that we don't like. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.